Welcome to Hollywood Star Celebrity. Today, we're taking off with the classic comedy Airplane, 1980, and showing you how the stars have changed from then to now, 2025. Buckle up, it's going to be a nostalgic ride. Robert Hayes, Ed Stryker. Robert Hayes starred as Ted Stryker, the anxious ex-fighter pilot with a troubled past, who's forced to land a commercial airplane after the crew falls ill, all while trying to win back his ex-girlfriend. Known for his perfect deadpan delivery in a film full of absurdity, Hayes became a fan favorite in this iconic spoof comedy. Born on July 24, 1947, he was 33 years old when Airplane hit theaters in 1980, and in 2025, he's now 77. Leslie Nielsen, Dr. Rumack. Leslie Nielsen delivered one of his most unforgettable performances as the deadpan and hilariously serious Dr. Rumack, the doctor on board who calmly delivers absurd lines like, "Don't call me Shirley," turning him into a comedy legend overnight. Originally known for dramatic roles, this marked a brilliant pivot into spoof comedy that defined the rest of his career. Born on February 11, 1926, Nielsen was 54 years old at the time, and though he passed away in 2010, fans still celebrate him in 2025 at what would have been age 99. Joyce Bulifant, Mrs. Davis. Joyce Bulifant played the cheerful and somewhat clueless Mrs. Davis, one of the quirky passengers adding to the chaos and charm of the flight. With her sweet demeanor and perfect comedic timing, she brought a light, relatable touch to the absurdity unfolding around her. Born on December 16, 1937, she was 42 when she appeared in the film, and in 2025, she's now 87 and still fondly remembered for her classic role. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Roger Murdock. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar took a hilarious turn as Roger Murdock, the co-pilot who tries to deny he's actually the famous basketball star, despite being unmistakably himself. His straight-faced delivery and unexpected casting added to the film's offbeat charm, making his role a standout moment in the comedy. Born April 16, 1947, Kareem was 33 when he stepped into the cockpit, and in 2025, the NBA legend and cultural icon is now 78. Lloyd Bridges, Steve McCroskey. In Airplane, 1980, Lloyd Bridges plays the hilariously stressed-out Steve McCroskey, the chain-smoking, caffeine-guzzling air traffic controller who's picked the wrong week to quit everything, from drinking to sniffing glue. At the time of the film's release, Bridges was 67 years old, bringing decades of experience and perfect comic timing to the role. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 112 years old. Lorna Patterson, Randy. Lorna Patterson lit up the screen as Randy, the sweet and musically gifted stewardess whose innocent charm and spontaneous guitar serenade gave the absurd chaos a heartwarming touch. Just 24 years old when the movie hit theaters in 1980, she brought a bright energy to the role that still stands out. In 2025, Patterson is 68 years old, remembered fondly for her comedic timing and youthful spirit in one of cinema's most beloved parodies. Peter Graves, Captain Clarence. Peter Graves took a bold comedic turn as Captain Clarence over, the deadpan pilot with a taste for bizarre in-flight small talk, delivering outrageous lines with straight-faced brilliance. At 54 years old during filming, Graves used his serious screen persona to make the absurdity even funnier. If he were still alive in 2025, he would be 99, but his unforgettable delivery and willingness to play against type keep his performance timeless. Robert Stack, Captain Rex Kramer. Robert Stack played the no-nonsense Captain Rex Kramer, the tough-as-nails aviation expert called in to guide a disaster-bound flight with stone-faced authority that made the absurdity around him even funnier. Known for his intense roles, Stack was 61 when the film was released, lending a perfect contrast to the slapstick chaos. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 106, but his straight-laced brilliance in comedy remains sharply remembered. Lee Bryant, Mrs. Hammen. In the 1980 comedy classic Airplane, Lee Bryant portrayed Mrs. Hammen, a nervous yet polite airline passenger whose in-flight meal choice leads to one of the film's most memorable running gags: she ate the fish. Her straight-faced descent into chaos is delivered with perfect comic timing, adding to the film's absurd charm. Born August 31, 1945, in New York City, Bryant was 34 years old when the film was released. As of 2025, she is 79 years old. Jonathan Banks, Gunderson. Jonathan Banks played Gunderson, one of the air traffic controllers caught in the whirlwind of escalating in-flight emergencies. Though his screen time was brief, Banks delivered a sharp, deadpan performance that added to the film's chaotic energy and rapid-fire humor. Born on January 31, 1947, in Washington, D.C., he was 33 years old during filming and is now 78 in 2025. Barbara Billingsley, Jive Lady. Barbara Billingsley made a hilarious and unexpected cameo as the Jive Lady, a sweet, proper older woman who shocks passengers by fluently translating street slang between two younger men. The scene became iconic for its wild contrast to her usual wholesome roles. Born December 22, 1915, in Los Angeles, she was 64 at the time of filming. Though she passed away in 2010 at age 94, her brief moment in the film remains a fan favorite even in 2025. Julie Hagerty, Elaine Dickinson. Julie Hagerty starred as Elaine Dickinson, the sweet-natured yet fed-up flight attendant whose rocky relationship with the film's protagonist adds heart and plenty of laughs to the absurdity unfolding at 30,000 feet. With her delicate voice and deadpan delivery, Hagerty became a breakout comedic presence. Born June 15, 1955, in Cincinnati, she was 25 when the film debuted, and she is now 69 years old in 2025. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Then and Now celebrity updates. Let us know in the comments which movie cast you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next flight through Hollywood history.